G'day guys, and welcome to another one of my Digimon ReArise videos. Today I am so excited to be doing a showcase on the JP side for GALLANTMON X. If you haven't seen my summoning video, make sure you check that out before watching this video. GALLANTMON X is the newest X antibody Digimon on the JP side. So in this video, we'll check out his stats, we'll check out his skills, and then we'll jump in game and test him out in all of the game modes: Clash Battle, Underworld Dungeon, and of course, PvP. As always, credits to Chordos2 for the images and translations you see. He's on the Digimon ReArise Discord, make sure you check it out. So let's start with his stats. Let's look at his HP, sort by HP. These are the current, most meta Digimon you'll see in PvP. His HP is not fantastic. Like Crimson Mode is rocking 8,900. He's only rocking 8,000, so his HP isn't ridiculous, but he does have a little bit of defensive utility in his kit to make up for that. Now let's sort by the all-important tech, and look at this, baby! We've got a new king of tech, at least from this small batch. He rocks a 7,111 tech. Crimson Mode, 6,900, so like 200 more tech. A new king of tech, highest tech in the game at the moment, which is great to see. Defense. Again, nothing crazy. Like all of these Digimon have higher defense than him. Chaosmon is rocking 3,400 defense. GALLANTMON X only has 3,100 as a little reference. So not too bulky in the stats department. Also not too quick. He only has 27 speed. Compare that to Crimson Mode, who's rocking 40 speed. He's not the quickest. So the only stat that is really impressive is his tech stat. Let's have a look at his kit now. What are we working with? His main skill, 1,500% damage to 3 enemies, ignores block. That is a massive multiplier. Let's all allies evade 1 attack and 60% to blue allies tech. Let's unpack this a little bit. 1,500, massive, no crit multiplier, does ignore block. Let's all allies evade 1 attack. I love that, amazing, a little bit of defensive utility. 60% to blue allies tech. You can give or take this depending on the team you're running. If you don't have a tech support, definitely really, really good as well. His sub skill, 1,200, the multipliers, single enemy, man, 1,200. Ignores enemy block, bypasses damage limiters, and stacks tech, 40% up to 75. So you need to use that twice to get that tech stack. Remember, that does stack on top of any other tech buffs that you already have, which is great. Only on the sub skill, so you have to use the sub skill twice. Now the reason that I think they've designed this guy the way they have is an Omegamon Merciful Mode counter. They tried it with the yellow Alter B, Omegamon Alter B, but he had a crit multiplier, and a part of Merciful Mode's kit is he nullifies crits. So he wasn't able to consistently take out Merciful Modes. I think with 1,200 multiplier single target plus his red killer, which is we'll see in his passive, he's going to be able to one-shot consistently Omegamon Merciful Modes from full health. Obviously I need to do a little bit of testing, but I think that's what they were going for. His passive is X antibody, so already amazing for the Underworld Dungeon. Protects all allies from stun, error, and skill seal. 3 stacks of evasion and 1.5 damage to red enemies. Protect all allies from skill seal is probably the most important part of this. Volcanic Dramon is running rampant at the moment with his 5-hit multi-skill with the chance to seal on each hit. This is going to be really useful. Permanent 3 stacks of evasion is amazing. Plus you can boost that with his main skill and get tons of evasion. And Red Killer, as I said before, I believe is designed to take out Merciful Mode. So hopefully we'll be able to show that off a little bit. Really interesting kit. The high damage multipliers I think is good. in lieu of the crit multiplier, just because of how much crit immunity there is out there at the moment, especially with the brand new Craniamon running around, or will be running around soon. His target plugins give him critical and HP. He also has a cooldown reduction ancient plugin available from the Underworld Dungeon, which is good if you don't have Gallantmon Crimson mode. If you do, however, it's probably not that useful. It gives negative speed. So there you go. There's a quick overview of what he does. Very interesting. I'd love to see how he goes in game. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in the game now. We're going to test him out in all game modes. We'll start off with Clash Battle. I'll see you there. Here we are in Clash Battle. This is the setup that I'm running. Because of how powerful Digimon are getting, I've had to up the difficulty a bit. We're actually facing a Dukemon X raid this time, just for a little bit more defense, and making him hit a little bit harder and just making it a bit more difficult. Obviously, this is going to be really good for our team because both Gallantmon X and Gallantmon Crimson mode have boosted damage against red Digimon. So we're going to be having a really good time here. So I've got a tech buffer, tech resistance down, defense down, basically all the offensive things you need. He's got over 100% crit rate. I'll show you his plugins in the next clip. So I'm just going to boost my tech. Lower his defense. Alright, now we can start fragging. I'm going to use his sub skill first because that starts stacking 700k into 1 million. Alright, this raid's going to take about 14 seconds. Hopefully we can get a friendship skill off. Here we go. 480. Not bad. Interesting to note his friendship still gives everyone a stack of evasion, which is super cool. So, holy crap. Well, we just absolutely demolished that Dukemon X raid. He soloed it super easily. Pretty good in Clash Battle. That stacking tech is always really good on his sub skill. Huge damage multipliers. I think you're going to be having a good time. If you can run a setup similar to this, you're definitely going to be hitting really hard in Clash Battle with this guy. Alright, let's jump over into the Underworld Dungeon now. Here we are in the Underworld Dungeon. I've actually grinded all the way up to level 15 so we can face some X antibody spirals. This is how I've got my Gallantmon X kitted out. 80% crit, 30% block. I'm running him with Chaosmon in most cases, so that brings him to 140% crit, so he's an absolute beast. You could run him with speed in those last 2 slots. That would be really good for PvP as well. So, we've got a Dukemon X antibody. Let's see how we go here. Boom. What X antibody. His stacks of evasion do transfer to the next stage, which is really good. You just need to watch out for status ailments. That's going to be the only thing really that can take you out. Because you get 3 stacks plus whatever you already have from your main skill. You're getting so much evasion, and so is the rest of your team. So definitely a lot of defensive utility. Let's do one more stage just so we can show it off a little bit more. Let's go to the X antibody stage. Sleep. So hopefully we don't get slept because I've got very minimal status protection on this team. Because I just wanted to run in with Crimson mode for that ridiculous cooldown and just blast through the stages. So I'm going to heal up here. Alright, we got the sub skill so we can build that tech. Hopefully one shot. Yeah, one-shotting that. Friendship skill gives my whole team a stack of evasion, which is super cool. Then if I use my main skill, I get another stack of evasion. So I love that, apart from getting slept. That's alright, we should be able to clean this up with the rest of the team. So you can see the difference that X antibody passive skill makes. Crimson mode hit for like 10% of his health. Well, with the similar skill, Gallantmon X hits for 100% of an X brawler's health. Look at that. His main skill did about 70 or 80%. I'll heal up so I get taken out here. Look, obviously, all the X antibodies are really good in the Underworld Dungeon. This guy is, well, him and Greymon X are probably the best option. Oh, Magna X is pretty good too. Look, he's top tier in the Underworld Dungeon, I have to say. Watch this. Surely this is going to one-shot this whole wave. Boom. Crazy good. The stacks of evasion are amazing. Very, very good in the Underworld Dungeon. But that's to be expected of a... ooh, what's this? No, just defense. That's to be expected of an X antibody Digimon. Alright, let's jump into PvP. I know you're all excited for that, so I'll see you there. Okay, and here we are in PvP. This is the team I am running. A super heavy tech, hard-hitting, hyper-offensive team. I've got, of course, I've got Dukemon X in there. Crimson Mode, his absolute best buddy. Chaosmon, who's going to make him hit ridiculously hard. And then I've tacked on my Omegamon's D as a wall breaker. And Rasenmon there, just in case we need a little bit of firepower or to remove any damage limiters or evasion or whatever shenanigans we might come up against. So, first match, not an overly powerful team. We do lose this speed clash there. So, whoa, okay. Oh, and we've been slept. Alright, I might just quickly wrap up this match. Here, Chaosmon should be able to finish it off. Oh, nearly. Not a fantastic showcase to start us off. Anyway, easy 28 pointer there. A lot happened really quickly and then we were like asleep and it all happened. Alright, let's try that again. Let's take a little bit of time to analyze what's actually happening. So I'm hoping we can face some merciful modes so we can test out that sub-skill. Volcanic Dramon, here we go. So main skill. Dude, we just one-shot. Oh, man. So we one-shot the Volcanic Dramon. We one-shot the Merciful mode. Everyone's got evasion. Bro, he just absolutely soloed that pretty top-tier team. Like, insane. The stacks of evasion to the rest of the team is really good as well. I can't believe how hard he just hit that Volcanic Dramon. And we got our first one-shot for Merciful modes as well. So it looks like his raw damage is enough. Another Merciful mode, alright. Let's see how we go. Not too worried about that. Okay. Should be able to evade this. Or he's a hard Crimson mode. Another one-shot. He's a really hard Gallantmon Crimson mode counter as well. Because that one stack of evasion basically just... Look at that. It just nullifies his ability to hit anyone. Holy cow. I am impressed so far. We've one-shot 2 Merciful modes. We've gotten through a few meta teams, or almost like optimal meta teams. Let's see how we go here. Ooh, alright, pretty powerful. Another Dukemon. We win the speed battle, that's going to be super important. With Chaosmon as support, his crit rate is 100%, way over 100%. Or, as you can see from the opposing team, this is a good battle, because we can get twice the action for Dukemon X. Oh, wow. Okay. So the matches are super fast with such a hyper-offensive team. Whew, that's a lot to sink in. He hits friggin' hard, man. Even without critting, like Merciful modes, he hits friggin' hard, dude. I think up against him, like if you are facing him, it's not going to be that hard to deal with, apart from his 3 stacks of evasion. But playing with him in manual, he feels really, really strong. I love the stack of evasion. It really takes care of a lot of single target, non-multi-hit Digimon. Bit of status protection. Being able to easily dispatch merciful modes. I didn't see what level they were, but I think they were over level 100. Dude, I'm impressed. I'm actually going to follow this up a little bit later with a more in-depth PvP video for this guy, I think. Might limit break him a little bit. Just because there's so much to unpack and it was happening so fast. So much to talk about. But first impressions... Dude, I am impressed. I'm impressed. I think on paper doesn't do him justice for just how hard he hits. Mine is skill level 10, plugins all maxed out. Pretty solid partnership. Like if you have Chaosmon and Crimson mode, this guy is almost a must-have, I think. If not, you could, I don't know. It's going to take more testing. Overall, I'm super impressed. Hey, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like down below as my Dukemon steps in some poop. Make sure you subscribe so you can check out my upcoming showcases, summons, whatever other shenanigans. There's some Royal Knight events coming up on JP that I'll be covering, so heaps of stuff to look out for. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!